"Aunt Alyssa, don't go to the rooftop tonight. They're coming back." That was the first thing I heard when I stepped into my sister's house. Those shaky, broken words spilling out of a kid who wasn't supposed to speak at all. And let me tell you, hearing my own nephew talk for the first time should have been a miracle. But that night, it felt more like a warning from something dark hanging over us. I'm Alyssa Grant, older now. Old enough that my knees pop when I stand and my hair has turned this stubborn shade of silver. But every time I hear that whisper echo in my mind, every damn time I'm transported right back to being 26, standing frozen in the doorway of my sister Sophia's perfect suburban home. Rylan Carter, 7 years old, diagnosed nonverbal autistic since preschool. Always quiet, always tucked away, always avoiding eye contact like the world was too loud for him. So believe me, when he spoke and when those were the first words out of his mouth, my heart just about stopped beating. I crouched down slowly, my voice barely hanging together. "Sweetheart, what did you say?" He didn't repeat it. He didn't blink. He just backed up, tiny steps, one at a time, pressing his finger to his lips like he was terrified someone else might hear him. And God help me, I felt it too. Someone was watching us. The house felt wrong that night. Too clean, too staged, too quiet for a place that used to buzz with family noise and Sophia's over-the-top chatter. It felt like stepping on a movie set after the cast had already run from something. At midnight, the whole neighborhood slept soundly, except the roof above me. Thud. Drag. Scrape. Heavy boots. Metal being pulled. Voices low and sharp, like people who didn't want to be heard. Exactly what Rylan warned me about. I stood in the hallway staring up at the ceiling like it might cave in on me, and the truth started dawning on me slow and sickening. Rylan wasn't confused. He wasn't imagining things, and he damn sure wasn't autistic the way they told us. That kid was terrified. But terrified of what? Or who? I didn't know it yet, but the answer was waiting for me the very next morning, in the form of a single piece of evidence that would rip apart every lie my family ever told me. And once I saw what that kid had been hiding, there was no going back.
I barely slept that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I heard those footsteps on the roof again, slow, deliberate, like someone dragging a heavy box or a body. I kept telling myself I was overreacting, that suburban rooftops make noises, that kids imagine things. But deep down, something in my gut kept whispering, "You're in danger, Alyssa. Pay attention." By morning, I looked like hell. Dark circles, messy bun, shaking hands. I poured myself some coffee, trying to act normal, but Rylan was already awake, sitting in the living room floor, clutching something to his chest like it was life or death. It was a battered old tablet, screen cracked, edges dented, covered in stickers he probably never put on himself. When he saw me, he stood up, slow, cautious, and handed it to me with both hands. "Aunt Alyssa," his voice was tiny but steady. "Please watch." My heart hammered. "Sweetheart, where did you get this?" He didn't answer. He just tapped the screen with his little finger. The video opened automatically, and Jesus Christ, I still remember the sound first. Not the picture, the sound. Metal clanking, boxes sliding, voices deep, hurried, whispering curses. The shaky camera angle suggested Rylan hid the tablet somewhere upstairs with a view of the rooftop access. When the figures finally came into frame, my stomach twisted. Sophia, my sister, in yoga pants and a hoodie, looking nothing like the perfect PTA mom everyone adored. Next to her, Mark, wearing gloves, carrying a duffel bag that definitely wasn't full of gym clothes. Behind them, two men I'd never seen, hard faces, rough voices. Sophia hissed, "Hurry up, they won't find this here." Mark shoved a metal lockbox toward the others. We'll move the next shipment tomorrow night. Shipment? Lockbox? Tomorrow night? What the hell was I watching? Then the camera caught something that made my blood turn ice cold. Stacks of fake IDs, blank checkbooks, and what looked like forged documents. My own freaking town's skyline was visible behind them. "What is this?" I whispered. Rylan didn't look at me. He kept staring at the floor, twisting his fingers nervously. And suddenly it made sense. Why Sophia never let anyone babysit him. Why she insisted he was non-verbal. Why he avoided eye contact. Why he was so damn scared. He'd seen everything, and she made him believe his words didn't matter. "Sweetheart," I crouched down, holding the tablet. "Why didn't you tell anyone?" He whispered, "Mom said if I talk, bad things will happen." My blood boiled. Who the hell threatens their own child like that? But before I could say anything else, the video jumped to a final clip, recorded at least a week later. And that last recording, that one nearly sent me to my knees. Because in that video, my sister wasn't hiding evidence. She was planning my death. The moment that final video clip started playing, my throat went dry. The footage was grainier, the audio was shakier, like Rylan had hidden the tablet somewhere even more dangerous this time. But I could still make out the voices. I recognized them instantly. Spotless, Pinterest-perfect garage I'd walked through 1,000 times without suspecting a damn thing. Sophia paced back and forth like she was rehearsing a speech. "Alyssa's becoming a problem. She asks too many questions, she's nosy, and now that she's staying with Rylan, I don't like it." My heart thudded so hard I thought it might crack my ribs. Rylan leaned against the workbench, arms crossed. "We'll handle it, just stick to the plan." Handle it, like I was some chore on a to-do list. One of the men, tall, tattoo creeping up his neck, stepped into view and asked, "Roof accident or car accident?" "Roof accident." My skin crawled. Sophia didn't even hesitate. "Roof, cleaner, no evidence. She goes up there sometimes anyway. Everyone knows she likes the view." I felt sick. I don't like heights. I've never liked heights. I had never once gone to their rooftop. But Sophia was setting the narrative, building alibis in advance. Damn, she was good at this. Mark added, "Tomorrow night's perfect. No neighbors home. She'll go up if we call her. She trusts us." I watched my sister, the same woman who braided my hair when we were kids, who cried on my shoulder when her first boyfriend dumped her, coolly discuss the best way to kill me. And the worst part? She smiled. That tight-lipped, confident smile she always used when she got her way. The clip ended. The screen went black. I just sat there, frozen, tablet hanging loosely in my hands. Rylan crawled closer, gently tugging on my sleeve. "Aunt Alyssa, don't let them take you." That broke me. I wiped my face, inhaled sharply, and pulled him into my arms. "I'm not going anywhere, sweetheart. Not now, not ever." But even as I said it, my mind raced. I had to get us out. I had to get help. I had to be smarter than them, because the clock was ticking, and Sophia and Mark were already on their way home, and they expected me to die tonight. I grabbed my phone, dialed 911, and that's when I heard the front door unlock. Not a knock, not a voice calling my name, just the slow, deliberate click of someone using a key. They were early, too early. If I had known what Sophia was hiding behind her back when she walked into that house, I would have run before she reached the doorway.
The second I heard the key turn, my whole body locked up. It felt like the air thickened, like the house itself was warning me to run. Rylan grabbed my hand, squeezing so tight his little knuckles went white. I tucked the tablet under the couch cushion and whispered, "Stay behind me. Don't make a sound." The front door swung open. Sophia stepped inside first, calm, collected, fake smile plastered across her face like she had just come back from brunch instead of plotting my murder. Behind her, Mark entered with that same blank look that always freaked me out, and the two men followed like shadows. "Alyssa," Sophia said sweetly, "you're up early." "Couldn't sleep," I replied, forcing a shaky smile. My heart was doing backflips. "We, had a long night." Her eyes flicked to Rylan, who hid behind my leg. For a second, just a split second, I saw panic flash across her face. Not fear of me, fear of what he might have told me. But she recovered fast. "Can we talk? Upstairs?" Upstairs, toward the rooftop access, where they wanted to stage the accident. My stomach twisted so hard I almost doubled over. "Actually," I said, backing toward the kitchen, "I'm gonna make breakfast first. Coffee?" Mark stepped forward. "It can wait." His tone wasn't a request, it was a warning. Before I could respond, Rylan tugged my shirt and whispered, barely audible, "Aunt Alyssa, tablet." And just like that, my brain snapped into survival mode. I grabbed the tablet from under the cushion, hit play, turned the volume all the way up, and tossed it onto the coffee table like it was a grenade. The video burst to life. Sophia's voice, Mark's voice, their voices, plotting, planning, discussing the best way to kill me. Everyone froze. Sophia went pale. Mark lunged forward, but I grabbed the cordless phone and shouted, "Try it! Cops are already on their way." Lie, but a damn good one. The two strangers bolted toward the door instantly. Cowards. Mark cursed and ran after them. Sophia didn't move. She just stared at me, eyes shaking, mascara smudging as the truth caved in on her. "Alyssa, please, you don't understand." "No," I snapped. "You don't understand. Your son saved my life, not you." Sirens wailed in the distance. Someone in the neighborhood must have heard the shouting and called it in. Perfect timing. The second the police car pulled up, Sophia broke. She dropped to her knees, sobbing. They arrested her. They arrested Mark. The two men were found later that afternoon. And Rylan? For the first time, he didn't hide. He didn't look away. He didn't whisper. He looked right at the officer and said, clear as daylight, "My mom lies. My aunt doesn't." Everyone froze, even me. That little boy, silenced his whole life, finally got his voice back. And today, years later, when I look at him, taller, stronger, brighter, I thank God I listened when he whispered that first warning. Because if I hadn't, I wouldn't be alive to tell this story. And trust me, there are some family secrets you survive only by never keeping them quiet.